All right, looking at John Cena's schedule, Matt Ferrell, I think AJ Styles in this slot where he had 0 appearances in between PLE is absolutely perfect. AJ Styles, this point in his career, is on the 19th hole, just not on the green like John Cena is, right? So it's a unique historical matchup that just kind of works here with Perth with no actual build besides a few video packages and, of course, a rich history.
Yeah, it's a total, hey, Chris Farley show. Hey, remember when that was cool? Like that's what this is.
And it works.
Yeah, I mean, we went down the Memberberry lane with Orton and Punk, but there was the title was on the line. There was some story going. This is just like, hey, that was fun. Let's do that again. And you know what? I mean, if this is all they had for no Cena TV appearances, then this is you're right, the perfect match for this.
Yes. Now, are you going to watch it at your local Buffalo Wild Wings where you're at?
Oh, I'm already here. I'm at Perth. This is I'm in the Outback Steakhouse.
Oh,
every restaurant here is an Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, so okay, down under with your second host of the Ruthless podcast. We'll get to at the end, but
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, Dave invited me, but it's nothing but Outback Steakhouses and koalas.
Nice, excellent. All right, John Cena has about 5 appearances left. I assume he's going to have 5 matches, since 2 of them are in Raw, 1 Madison Square Garden, the other the Boston Garden, and we have the Saturday night's main event and the Survivor Series with Crown Jewel. I would give him 5 matches. I wouldn't waste any of them. Do you think this will probably be his best quality match? And what do you think quality-wise before we kind of sink our teeth into the history here? Do you think that they will have the quality that they've had in the past? Because they've had 3 excellent matches.
I mean, I would almost feel like you'd be foolish if you're going into this expecting you're getting those matches from 7-8 years ago. You know, they don't have that kind of gas in the tank, either one of them at this point. I think we can have a solid one that, that will I don't think it's going to be the Cena Brock match where we are all like, oh, why we do that. I think we'll be entertained, but I don't think we're hitting the high heights that these two have done before. I mean, they're almost a combined 100 years old. That's a tough ask.
That's funny to look at it that way, right? But Cody and Cena at SummerSlam was excellent.
Well, they had bells and whistles. This doesn't.
That wasn't the Logan Paul match. Logan created a lot of movement, but John brought the star power and the aura to the match, right? And I am a proponent of the Orton match.
I like it.
Yeah. And I'm a proponent to some aspects of the CM Punk match, right? So John Cena is very still capable. AJ Styles is capable, but he's going to take an advantage from being international. These international crowds love AJ Styles. They think of 16, 17. They think of TNA. They think of New Japan AJ Styles. They don't think of AJ Styles versus Rio and Aura, the El Grande Americanos 2 and 3, right? So he's playing in friendly fields for him to go out there and be well.
And saying that they're not going to hit the heights of before is more a testament to the earlier matches than saying that this is going to be a turd burger. Because I think this will be good. It's just not going to go to that level.
Yeah, I'm saying it as I'm going to be pleasantly surprised because the floor is low, but the ceiling is, I would say, like sub-level of the final floor. I don't think it's going to hit the actual penthouse, but I think it's going to, be pretty solid for a ceiling. And the floor is low because you don't really expect much. Like you said, 100 years combined pretty much is kind of jarring in a way when you think about it that way.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, they're getting up there and they're going to play the hits. It's going to be a lot of letting the crowd be the moment. I think having an international crowd for this definitely helps. Like you said, like if this was in Shreveport, Louisiana, I don't think it's going to reach the heights that it's going to in Perth.
Interesting. I think they hosted a WCW pay-per-view, I think, actually. So whatever Shreveport, Indiana is. No offense.
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, exactly. Say less. All right. So Money in the Bank 2016, SummerSlam 2016, Royal Rumble 2017. SummerSlam and Royal Rumble, 4.5 stars for me. 4 for Money in the Bank, and excellent match. They had a SmackDown match around 2017 as well. They have so much chemistry that I don't think they could have a bad match. My question to you is, will this be John Cena's best final match? When we look back at his run in January and we dissect it, we'd be like, his last great match was perhaps AJ Styles. Is it, or is his last great match Logan Paul or Cody Rhodes?
I don't think this is going to beat the Cody Rhodes one, because you had the bells and whistles. The title was on the line. There was a story coming in of him re-accepting the fans. This is just a match. Even if like the perfunctory Meltzer star level, everything runs perfect, without a story, for at least me personally, I don't think he can hit the Cody level.
Yeah.
There wasn't much of a story for Paul, and I think this probably beats it because of just
the historical factor.
Going the rest of the way, this is probably going to be his high point unless he gets pulled into the War Games for Survivor Series. But I wouldn't count that as Cena, the one that's going to bring that all in.
You could have great moments in it, though, right?
You get some moments, but like it wouldn't be like, you know what, Cena's performance was amazing in that War Games and brought it up. That wouldn't be the case. No. So I would say, barring a War Games that you wouldn't give him credit for, I think this probably takes the cake as his best the rest of the way out. I think this is kind of before he starts telling the stories, just let's see how many bullets I got in the gun.
All right, so we're doing his final four. Give me a Dom match on one of the Raws. I think that kind of works.
Yeah.
Give me, I'm not sure on the other Raw. Then is if he's in the War Games, and then his final match is Gunther, or do we get a Gunther match at one of the Raws? And then maybe his final match is we're unsure.
Yeah.
Do we get a Drew match? Like,
what do you want his last match to be? Is he going out the triumphant, or is he going out on his back? I don't think you can have Gunther lose to Cena.
See, I think he goes out on his back.
That's what you're doing. Then Gunther at the Saturday night's main event. But if you want him to go out the conquering hero, it can't be Gunther. Maybe that's a Dom spot.
I know, but Dom is your final match is right?
Yeah, but here's what you do. Cena beats him, takes the IC title, completes the Grand Slam. But Dom then gets to say, even though he lost, I retired John Cena. Like there was nothing left of him. He had to go away, and he can. I mean, just pull and wrap. Literally thought of that in the last 30 seconds. Yeah. But I don't think a Gunther destroying him. It doesn't have to be a squash, but post Gunther match, you're going to be pretty thumped. And then
I just don't see John Cena's final moment on the WWE stage. I know he'll do Hall of Fame and stuff like that, but his final match holding up the IC title, I do not see that. I just don't see that. If they want to do that at like a Raw and then they like lose it to Sheamus or something, whatever, but I don't want him to lose to Sheamus either, right? So it's just like, I don't know. I mean, the champ is here with the IC belt.
He's completed the missing piece.
You have two Raws to do that, not the last Saturday night's main event, in my opinion. I don't know. It's interesting. All right. Ruthless is a new to you pod. Let's put it that way here on the No So.
Yeah, it's a rebuilt like flipping a house. Not that it was in bad shape, guys, but we're looking at the Ruthless Aggression era. We're in September 2003 right now. Dark days for Raw. Mike Myers, Kane in full effect, but some good stuff on SmackDown, and we try to look at it as in as goofy way as possible, because at the end of the day, it's wrestling. So I'm never going to take it that seriously, and I just try to get as many chuckles as I can as we go through this era.
You're 2 episodes deep, jumping into it, and you've got quite the slate ahead of you in the can, so to speak. And it's not a bad time to jump in on 2000 Raw and jump in the pod. They're only like 90 minutes, Matt?
The episode, they're about 90 minutes, give or take, depending on how awful things may be of the Raws, not Ruthless. Ruthless is always great. But about 90 minutes. It's available on the audio feed of the North-South Connection. but it is a lot of the Chronoso gang that joins me on a rotating group. So
Yep.
if you've liked what I've done on Chronoso, which is usually pretty goofy, you'll like Ruthless. Follow along. This stuff is before God knows where all this content's going to end up in the turn of the year. So while you can still watch the old SmackDowns on the cock, come on in and join me.
All right. I think Cena wins. I don't think Styles needs it.
Yeah, this is a Cena win to head towards that final march. It's a way to let him bounce back from that Lesnar crushing so that it doesn't seem like he somehow got washed up from SummerSlam to a month later. So needs a win.
Yeah, it's perfect time for AJ Styles. And I like that we cannot see who his final opponent is yet. I think that's going to make for some good TV and compelling TV and interesting for sure. So, all right, Farrell, check out Ruthless, guys, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.